Hello everyone, I'm back again for another video, and for this week's video, I'll be sharing to you guys 5 things I regret buying for Kona. Because being a mom or having a baby is quite expensive. That's why I'll be sharing my own experience too with those kind of products that I think it's not necessarily need. Kona is with me because kakagising niya lang. And this is always what you got in every video that I'll be having. No? So, the first one I think that I'll be telling to you that don't buy is a crib, a baby bed, or anything that is making your baby sleep farther from you. I don't really recommend that one because being with your baby every night is much more important, especially for example if you're breastfeeding. You can definitely just feed him when he is hungry. You can just definitely feed him when he's hungry and he's just right there beside you. And like if you have a crib and it's, let's say it's inside the room, it's not that good. I mean, in the middle of the night, tatayo ka pa to get the baby in the crib and feed him or her. But if you already have your baby in the bed, I think it would save time, save energy, save effort, and much more better. No? Instead of having a baby bed, I think I recommend more to have a big bed. The one that 3 people can fit, so that your baby have enough space, as well as you still have enough space while both of you are sleeping. So let's proceed for the second one, is the baby bathtub, or anything that is you can use for while habang pinapaliguan si baby. In short, I'm not recommending for you to buy the baby bathtub or anything that is specifically for the baby to have a bath, kasi it won't last. It won't last. The baby wouldn't really need it. Third one, let's proceed to third one. So the third one that I don't really recommend for parents to buy, especially first time, is toys. Babies doesn't really need toys. I mean, if they need, it's just 1 to 3 or 3 to 5, not more than 5, I think. Especially if you want to save. It's not practical to buy a lot of toys for baby because baby see everything as a toys. Can you get me? So, for example, this could be a toy for Kona. This pouch could be a toy for Kona. Anything that is in his eyes is toys for him. So, instead of buying toys, I recommend to buy books instead. So me, I really like to buy books for him. Those books that is like with audio, and if in our bedtime, I always read that to him, and then he's just gonna push the sound button. And I think it's much more better than buying a toys, because for books, especially the hardbound books, it could last for years. It could last up until your next baby. So that's what I mean by the third one. Pwede mo na to? Gusto mo ni? How about this one? Number. I'll proceed to my number 4. So the fourth one I'm not really recommending to first-time moms is to buy a lot of clothes for baby. A lot of socks, a lot of shoes. I mean, you don't really need to buy a lot. I mean, for example, Kona have a lot of clothes. That's what I'm telling. Kona have a lot of clothes because his dad is buying stuffs from Hawaii and then ship it to us right here. But honestly speaking, we didn't really use that much. Especially right here in Philippines, the weather is quite tropical. Kona is always just wearing sandal and shorts. Sometimes he doesn't even have a shorts. I only dress him up at night, especially this bare months. Especially lately, it's quite cold. So come here. Oh, but still, he's still crawling up until now. Okay, I'm back. So, the last one, the fifth one, that I really regret buying because Kona doesn't even use it. Pacifier. So, as I'm starting to switch him to bottle feeding when after my maternity leave, that's I started to think that okay, this time I'm gonna use pacifier to suit himself or so that he could use two to the baby bottle too, but I failed. But I really have a great feeling that Kona would take the Dr. Brown's pacifier because it's really like shape or it's really created for breastfeed babies, but then again it failed. So I didn't really push into it. After that, I didn't really use the pacifier at all. And up until now, Kona doesn't want pacifier. So what I'm recommending for all those mommies is don't buy a lot of things in just one decision. You need to buy one at a time so that if the baby wants it, then okay. Then if the baby doesn't want it, then you should stop buying those stuffs. So I think that's the summary or the general idea I would like to share. That's all for this week's video. I hope you learned something from it. Especially right now in pandemic, we need to be practical. It's not easy to earn money. So thank you and bye-bye.